Hi, I'm Ryan of the North, and we're going to be making some Middle-earth strategy battle game trap tokens for a Shire Army that I'm planning on building. And one of the rules, or one of the little options, is to make these little traps that the Shire folk lay out on the battlefield to unsuspecting adversaries to trip over, fall into, or get snared with. And it's simple to make these. You take any type of base. I'm using the 28.5 millimeter base from Games Workshop, the blank tokens, none that have the slot in them. I guess you could use it, but you'd have to fill it in. And we're going to base coat that with just a regular brown. I'm just using a craft brown. Obviously, you can use your Citadel Workshop or Army Painter paints if you want to, but why? These are just kind of non-player tokens. And we're just going to base coat that with a brown to kind of match what the terrain's going to be. Especially if you're going to scratch build whatever terrain you're going to use, your battle map, if you so desire. After we do the base coat, we're going to do a tripwire. So generally, I like to think that they're going to put it over a pathway or something like that. You got a dirt path, and then you got the grass on either side of the pathway. So we're going to represent that with a thin strip of dirt. So we're going to put some of the Army Painter battlefield basing glue that I had from their set that you can get, and you can see it here. And we're just going to use the width of my middle finger and just lay out some of the glue, and then we're going to place the token inside of the lid of this I've had this core for quite some time and never used it until now. Some Games Workshop basing sand, and we're just going to put that in there and put the sand on it. Tap out what we can and what's left over, and you can see that it provides some good solid coverage, and this glue dries in really good and clear, and haven't had to base or spray coat any type of sealant on it yet. Plan on to, just in case. After that is done, take the basing glue again and do the sides. This time, instead of using the sand, we're going to use the static grass. Believe this was from another set from GW for painting, and came with some of the static sand and some of the static grass. Again, same process. Put it in the lid, dump some of the grass there. Oops, put a little bit too much, but that's okay. And we're going to fix that up a little bit. Tap out the excess into the lid. Pour what the excess is back into the container. You use very little of the grass, so you're going to have a lot if you have one of these, or you get a bag from the Army Painter starter set. It's going to last a long time. Repeat the process for the underside of the token, putting the strip in the middle and then the grass on the side. For the snare itself, take a piece of crafter's twine or any type of thread, cut it to match the inside diameter of the token, cut it into place, trim off any excess threading, place a thin strip of basing glue across the diameter over the trail that you've made, and then put the twine on there. All right, so here are the finished products. So as you can see, everything dried out well. You can touch up any of the paint areas that happen to kind of scratch off as you're manipulating the token. But repeat the process then for the snare trap. And so take the twine again, put a little knot, and you have a little loop in there. Again, cutting it to size, place it into an area, preferably over the grassy part. You can even, if you can, find some leaves to kind of have over top of it, as well as on the other side of the token, if you happen to find that. Otherwise, sky's the limit. Use your imagination, see how it goes. Here's an example of the pit trap. So again, putting some dirt in there first in the center, laying the static grass around the sides, and then you want to paint it. You want to put a bit of a darker brown on the outer edges of it to can signify that it's at the top of the hole of the pit, and then you have a darker black for the middle, and as it falls down the hole and there's less light shining down there. So just a kind of a little neat little way to create the pit trap. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you like. Hopefully you have the inclination to and the inspiration to create your own little tokens. Share it on any of the forums that you're on, especially the Middle-earth Strategy Battle Game over on Facebook, and Tabletop Crafters Guild. Lots of great support there for tabletop crafting. If you like this video, please check out my other ones regarding role-playing games, specifically the One Ring role-playing game and other games by Free League Publishing, like Blade Runner, Alien, Mork Borg, Coriolis, as well as others to come. I'm Ryan of the North, and thank you for watching.